Yo, 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 yo. Hidden Knowledge.
Podcast.
Episode 54. Brian Urlacher. I can't even think of the other 54s off the top of my head right now. That was the first one I could think of. But there's a lot of other 54 linebackers and a lot of 54 numbers that I'm not paying enough homage to.
I'm even
right
trying
now.
to think of something.
But God damn it, when it comes, it comes. I'll bring that up. But okay, it's your boy Swole, the Cameroon goon. Horton Here's a Who, aka Choice D, all of the above. You already know. And I got my little Christmas merch. Shout out to Rob and Taylor for that.
Yes, we see that. We see that.
Yeah. Gotta represent the Chiefs all day since I was a kid.
Boo.
Real fan.
Boo, I know you're my
They
division
were,
rival over here. I'm a
yeah.
Chargers fan, so you know.
Yeah, haters.
Division
gonna
rival.
hate.
You know.
Cheating ass
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah.
I don't have nothing against the Chiefs. I don't really have nothing
Cheating
against anybody in my division, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
respect.
like, you
It's
know,
respect.
What was your team?
Yeah.
Chargers.
Oh, yeah. The Chargers.
But he's a Saints fan over here.
Saints.
But-
I can't even say
I have nothing
nothing.
against the
I
Saints,
can't even say
though.
nothing, though.
No one,
I don't have
no
anything
one's
against the
hating.
Saints.
It's just
You
friendly
know?
competition.
Yeah, I'm just saying the Chargers. Chargers.
Hey,
Fuck the Chiefs,
Cuzzo.
though. Fuck the Chiefs, though.
Tap
Cheating
in,
ass.
Cuzzo. Tap in.
It's your boy Giuliani,
Interesting
episode
intro.
54. We are here. I was going to say, too, you want to give a good thumbnail pick? You know, just kind of freeze frame, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
You know? So, you know,
Yeah.
whenever there's a guest, I get Beast to, you know, I always put Beast with the guest.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know,
true.
anytime we
look
have-
down on
I
last
did-
one.
yeah,
have
with
you
Michelle?
you
Yeah,
been
I
peeping
noticed
that
that.
lately? Even with
Yeah.
Ashley,
Oh,
the RZA
yeah,
chick, I
that's
put
true,
him and
too.
her. So anytime there's a guest and he's here, then it's gonna be that couch with the guest. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be us. That's what I
good.
like to do. But if it's just
That's
us
good.
three, or if it's just me and you, then it, you know, obviously it's the other one. But
Yeah, we've already said that Beast is our honorary alternative host, you know, at this point.
yeah, he's like
For
the guest without being a guest. He's like
yeah,
the
exactly.
guest that comes over every day. You know what I'm saying? You know.
There's always that
So,
sitcom character. Huh?
Yeah, you know. But yeah, Beast, you can go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It's your boy Beast. Beast2Saucey, man. We're back at it with the Hidden Knowledge podcast.
Yeah.
So, let's do this, man.
Did I say wisdom talk or hidden knowledge?
No, you said his knowledge. I think you said
I think you
knowledge.
did.
Are you sure?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm gonna say it
We
again.
gonna blur it.
Hidden knowledge podcast. All right. I gotta
yeah.
just purge wisdom talk out of my head.
Yes.
Hidden knowledge podcast.
I kind of did have to look to the side. I'm like, oh, yeah, the Hidden Knowledge.
Yeah. Right.
Podcast.
You know.
See,
So,
look, that's why I have that live in color, you know, that
Right.
hidden knowledge, because it kind of has that feel to it. If you look at it, it kind of matches up
mhm.
to a degree. Like it got that 90s.
Hidden knowledge.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I have different logos too. I'm gonna have to send Quincy or email him to the
Yeah,
studio.
get
You
that
know,
Cameroon
I have
one.
different like colors
Yeah,
with a
different
black
sequences.
background. Did I send them in the text? Did y'all see them?
Different sequences.
Oh, yeah, you did. But I think it was just with the other colors.
Well, I sent 2 white backgrounds. I only sent 1 black
I
background.
have to look at it right now.
Yeah, with different colored. Like I have different variations. It's gonna be tight. Like I'm gonna make
Oh,
like.
yeah. No, you just sent out two.
Oh,
of them.
you know,
Just
I
two?
get what
There's
you're
just
I
two.
have a
trying to
black
say.
one.
So you
Okay,
got
so
this
yeah, I
one.
got
Ah,
that
yeah,
one.
Exactly.
And
So
That's
I have
my
a-
one we're
favorite
using
one.
now.
That's
I have a
awesome.
black one that's like that with the same color scheme.
The color scheme like that?
with a
Okay.
black background, not white. You know what I'm saying? And then I have different other types of different
I see what
colors.
you're
Like
saying.
we need to interpret
Yeah,
those in here.
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
what you're saying.
You see what I'm
What you're
saying?
implying is that every week we have a different type of sequence.
that's what my plan is.
you
I'm
need-
gonna send Quincy like a lot of them. So like anytime we come in,
Nah, you
I'm
did-
gonna be like, hey, can you pop that one up or just pick one, just pick a random one.
You
and
know,
just
you
put it
should
on
have
the
did. We should have discussed this behind the camera, and then
That's cool for the people.
No.
Okay,
The thing
okay.
is, too,
Confidential
Okay.
looking.
No,
No, go ahead.
Because if we did this behind the camera and our true fans, the people that really seen the sign, would be like, bro, they keep changing the background. They keep changing the background and everything.
Sure, okay,
and
I
if
see
they
what you're
say
saying.
something about that, it'd be like, bro, you a real one. You noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
You
you're
gotta
right.
keep
That's
it
the thing.
hidden.
Yeah, hidden.
Yeah.
See,
No, I
come
feel
on.
you. I feel you.
It's like it's per se like whenever you organize your hats and everything.
Yeah.
It's not like you organize always in the same way. It
Right.
could be different.
Right.
So
Right.
hell yeah.
While we keeping it with the hidden knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Beast.
But now that I mean, we kind of already said it publicly now, so it is what
yeah,
it
no,
is.
it is
You
what it is
know.
now.
Yeah.
They'll see it when they see it.
Yeah, they'll see
So,
when
yeah.
they see it. I'm gonna just send, like I said, send a bunch of different variations to the email to Quincy, and then just randomly pick one. I'll just be like, yeah, just pull one up, and then, So
Let's make that work.
yeah, I just want to say that, but yeah.
All right.
So what's on the agenda right now? I know I got two
Please.
clips to go
I was
over.
trying to
Oh yeah,
prompt
you got to start. Yeah, you said
I'm
you
gonna
had
start it
something.
off. I'm gonna start it
I
off.
was
Yeah.
trying to do that.
So
Yeah.
I wrote down some random questions that I want to, ask everybody here and everything like that. So I feel like now this is starting to get normalized. I was kind of like discussing this with Horden and everything. Is being homeless a job? Because I see new people applying every day.
Applying to be homeless or applying for an actual job?
Being homeless in general. Like you
Right.
just see a homeless person, literally the next day you're gonna see another one, and then you go to another corner, you see another one. It's like they're
Right.
applying to be homeless. I feel like this is being normalized and everything like that because they can make a certain amount a day or a month or a year compared to how much we make in a day or a month or a year, and they just be like racking it up. They could save it, do so much and everything like that. They could start a better life and all that, but they can literally just go outside, aka let me not even say aka. They can be like per se like a drug dealer, just hustling like that, getting their money like that. Cause me, how I be looking at them, I'll be like, man, they just be there 24/7, getting their 5, 10 and everything like that. They be making their money every day, so I feel like it's starting to be kind of normal. I'm not gonna say normal because it's been happening, for so long and everything. But the fact that we're seeing so many of them, it's just like I feel like they're just applying to be homeless so they can get free money, real quick and everything like that.
So you feel like homeless people are basically they're not homeless
They're entrepreneurs.
unintentionally.
They're entrepreneurs.
They're people that purposely make themselves homeless so they can benefit resources from the government or from
They definitely can, yeah. Just like child support. A
So you don't think
a female can literally have a job that's making $70,000, and then literally she's like, oh yeah, I don't want to make that much. I'm gonna start making $30,000 and everything like that, and then the child support, like she wouldn't have to like really worry about it like that because she doesn't make the qualified amount and everything like that.
Dude, you're right.
So you don't think
You're
people
right.
just have
You want to know why he's right? This is going to be why a prime example of how he's right. This is how a lot of dads get out of child support. They do the homeless shit.
Because they're not making nothing.
Because like if
Or
you don't have no job and you're homeless but like you can still find ways to survive, but then like you don't have to still handle your responsibilities.
So y'all don't think people are sometimes dealt an unfortunate hand and they end up on the street?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure
Okay,
that factor is
okay,
still
well,
in
well,
play
people
here.
are just-
Here's the thing. Here's the
Like,
thing. I will say this about the case you're making is an exceptional case, but it exists.
Yeah.
And it's a good amount. It's enough where it is an actual application.
I mean,
But it's not like a popular one. It's not like one that's on high demand.
Yeah.
But it is increasing. That's the point.
It is.
I mean, there are
They're
people.
applying. They're applying.
For sure.
I mean, there are people
are
out there that
applying,
finesse the system.
Yes,
I mean, if that's what
exactly,
you're basically
exactly.
getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's more are starting to do so.
people
But
finesse
it's
food
like-
stamps all the
but-
time.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still not the majority.
I wish I had
It's
them.
still not
I'm
the
gonna be real.
Me too.
Free groceries.
We've considered it. We
What?
have considered it. Everybody that doesn't have it or never had it has considered it at some point.
I wish I had them like right. I consider.
Right now.
Shoot, I wish I had them.
I'm saying,
You
dog,
know?
like motherfuckers been that far away from applying and like going through the system in the process just from not doing it.
Man.
They're right there.
I mean, but they not even just food stamps. It gets deeper than that. People finesse the tax system without paying taxes. That's what they were trying to accuse Trump of, and not just Trump, but many politicians get away with it.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? They have addresses overseas and banks overseas, and mailboxes that aren't in the U.S. So they kind of skip paying taxes for certain businesses, and it's a whole finesse game. You know,
Yep.
Shit, man.
America is about finesse and racism.
Hey.
Finesse
That's true.
and racism. That's what I think. Not that I think. That's what I know. It's not about thinking. That's what it is. That's not think. We're not thinking about this.
We were having a conversation about that part as well, huh, Beast? The whole
That's funny as
racism aspect of things.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Well, next.
Oh yeah, you got
Yeah,
more
no,
questions.
no,
Okay,
no,
let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's go down the bullet point list.
So look,
all right.
nowadays, the it girl is girls with fat asses and everything like that, right? And then back in the day, it used to be about girls, with tits and everything like that. Do y'all wish we can go back to those type of days, or y'all cool with the times that we live in with these type of girls?
What's the times back then that you're referring to? What do you?
Tits over ass.
Yeah, tits over ass, because most
I think-
females back in the day, like,
More implants.
yeah, okay, you can say implants, yeah, like,
And now it's BBLs.
It is like BB. See, he understands
Okay.
and everything. Like, so, like back in the day, we had I'm trying to think like a good movie reference or something off of Transformers, like the
Right.
What was her
Megan
name?
Right.
Fox.
Yeah, exactly,
Megan
bro.
Fox.
Looking at
Okay.
her, bro, she just had the shape and
Slim-
everything
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
She was slim and
Slim
all that.
fit with
Bro,
nice
she was
fit,
great.
right.
She looked good and all that. And now we got females like Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
and Cardi B,
Nicki
all these-
Minaj.
Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
and everything like
Coke
that.
shape bottle.
Yeah, like would y'all want
Well,
that, or would y'all
Gillette.
want like a
What
Megan
happened?
Fox?
What happened to the
Gillette.
era of
Lower.
natural but working on what you got? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
That's
working
a
on what
good
you got,
one,
meaning
bro.
like, okay, if you're not satisfied with your legs or the type of lower body you have, or if you're not satisfied with your abs or your shape, go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Utilize the gym. Change your diet. Maybe not eat so much
Well,
like
here's the thing.
candy and you know
Here's
what I'm
the
saying?
thing. They found a thing to make it into a hybrid where they go to the gym a little bit, gain the fat, and then do the surgery, go to the gym some more so they can mold it. That's really what's going on.
That
know.
sounds like a lot of work.
Hey,
I mean, why don't you
it's
just
what's going
why don't you
on.
just why don't you just
I know,
like
I know.
Dude.
why don't you just make it simple?
Y'all's
Be like,
response
look,
I agree.
think
But that's what-
long term. They need to
that's
be
what
long term
occurs.
thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Bigger picture thinkers. Like,
But that's
Yes.
what they think is long term. Is that they work out a little. I mean, like this is what the process is. They gain the weight, and then they do the lipo, work out a little bit, and then they do the BBL and form that working out too. So like first you got to get the fat, and then you get the lipo, and then you no wait I might be getting it wrong. Okay. Because it's like
I feel like you're
get the
describing
fat-
like a specific
And
female
no, but that's what
that
happens.
he's dealt with personally. Like,
No,
hey, this chick I was
no,
dealing
this is
with,
what
like, she
really
did this
like
and
this.
that.
It's literally,
Yeah.
it's literally
That's
a
funny.
process. It's literally a process to get in the shape in a certain way. So and to make it look as natural as possible. So like you have to gain some of the fat, then you work out, then you get the lipo, and then you put the lipo in the ass, then you work out again, and that working out is gonna make it try to look as proportional as possible to the rest of your body.
So,
Like, that's what
okay.
I'm trying to put it best way possible.
So-
But that's literally what
Okay, so how about you just clean up your diet and go to the gym and focus on certain areas of your body
Let them hear that
to
in the
grow,
back.
to get
Let them
leaner and get more muscle and grow it the way you want it.
See that hidden
it's gonna-
knowledge?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to put in some work. But everything that's worth having in life doesn't come easy.
It don't.
It does not. Even your health, even your shape, even everything, money,
But to them, but
everything.
the fact that you brought up money,
Like-
but to them, it's just easy.
I'm gonna play-
10,000 right here, and my ass is looking better.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
That's how they do it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now. There's the girls that are like 250 plus, and then they take that fat, they move it.
Bro, I feel like the girls that are big though, they
But
can
they
look
like-
so
they
much
work
better
out.
when they work out though.
But they like
They already got it.
they work out, they work out, they work out. They take that excess fat. That's where the lipo comes from, the excess fat, because some of it's just gonna be like a rolly thing.
So they
Yeah.
just move it around.
And they
their
exactly,
body.
exactly.
But see, when you
But then
do
they
that,
keep working out in between. It's like a lapse of working out. It's like workout, surgery, workout, surgery.
but when
and
you
then work out.
when you do that, it doesn't look natural.
It
Still.
don't. It
I
don't.
know, but they're trying.
Well, you need to try by cleaning up your diet It starts with the food.
Okay, I'm done with the devil's advocate. I'm with you all the way.
Listen,
I'm
with you all
and
the
we've
way.
spoken about this before.
Yeah,
we've spoken about
we-
if you just go on a caloric deficit of what you typically eat, like let's say you're that type of person that eats 3 meals a day. How about you just cut it down to 2? That would do wonders. Just doing that, period. Like just cut it to 2. Have breakfast and dinner. That's it. Forget lunch. Just have breakfast and then eat at night or in the evening, and then that's it. Call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having that in between, like that's like too much eating. You know what I'm saying?
That's so hard to do. I can't do that. I already know that's what they probably saying.
Well,
right
snack
now.
on some fruits. Snack on fruits, like some
I don't like fruits.
some earthly, like snack on peanuts, almonds, like walnuts, like
Hot Cheetos.
yeah.
No, don't eat.
No,
that.
not hot
What the
Cheetos.
fuck?
No, I thought you were
Wait,
about to be
wait,
on a roll with me.
Wait.
Not hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
that's all like, nah, brother. They think about hot Cheetos,
Yeah.
Funyuns, honey buns,
no.
Skittles. Come on.
He said Funyuns and honey buns. Dog.
But you know what?
All the
You
sweets.
Y'all know what's messed up though? Like society makes it harder for people to be healthier. Think about it.
No, that's
Yeah.
true.
Because
You see what they promoting?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if you want to eat healthy, let's say you want to have nothing but healthy food in your fridge, that's going to be expensive. It's more expensive to buy healthier than it is to buy unhealthy.
Oh yeah.
They make the unhealthy more accessible by making it cheap. Like, isn't that crazy? See, if society really
I work
cared,
at Walmart, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
If
society cared-
cheap ass unhealthy shit.
Man, they want
If
to
they,
stay
if they really
Wally.
cared about our health, they
Everywhere.
would make the healthy stuff accessible.
Yep.
And if you want to just trick off and just don't care and have like this ultra fatty steak, like that Wagyu stuff,
Yeah,
like the fatty Wagyu, if you want to get that and it tastes great, then you have to pay for it, which they do price Wagyu's expensive. You know what I'm saying? But they should make that for like McDonald's burgers too. McDonald's burgers should be considered gourmet, and you have to pay like $10 to kill yourself.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
That is hilarious.
For a cheeseburger should cost $10 from McDonald's. And then their salads and their premium sandwiches should be cheaper if they really
Oh,
care.
okay, like that. Yeah.
I get
Cared.
what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
That
the
would be
powers
crazy.
that be really cared about helping human beings evolve into a better human health,
You know they're gonna pay for that $10 for that cheeseburger too.
They're gonna pay for it.
You
Yeah,
know
people
they
want
will
it.
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because you know, and
That's
I've always,
a dark truth.
yeah, I've always told people this too. I've said the better it tastes for you, typically 9 times out of 10, the more unhealthy it is for you.
Really? I never heard of
Think
that.
about
That
it.
is kinda
Think about
crazy,
it.
though.
Like Snickers bars, like they taste really good. But if you're to go to like Vitamin Shop and get like one of those like protein bars,
Yeah.
it wouldn't taste as good as a Snicker bar. But
Yeah.
the protein bar is
That
better
is
for you.
Crazy.
You see what I'm
work,
saying?
Though. You, need to think, like, you really think about that shit like that.
And then all this.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You know what
Because
I'm
I'm
saying?
like, bro, I can just recall or just think about eating a Snickers. I'm like, bro, that shit tastes good as hell.
Right.
Like I'm biting into that whole, the chocolate still on that whole.
Yeah.
Then you eat a protein bar and shit, that whole just crunchy and all that shit. I'm
Once
like,
again,
like nigga.
I work at Walmart, dog. Bro, I started eating junk food again. I was not eating junk food.
Oh, because you're just eating
Oh,
what they have
man.
inside there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
whatever,
Man.
bro. I be on my break, Little Debbie snacks. Why not?
See, that's
That
dangerous.
shit is
yeah.
fucking
That's dangerous.
terrible.
That's dangerous.
And
bro.
I was not eating junk food like for like over a year. Like I was not with
Great
the junk
value,
food.
bro. You supposed to be getting all the great value stuff from
know.
there,
Yeah,
bro.
that's,
It's
yeah, that's
great
Walmart's
value.
brand.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they got cheap, great value junk food.
That's crazy work.
Man, come on, I eat that too.
But you know what though?
Shit.
I will say this, to be fair, grocery stores like Kroger and HEB or Smith's, if you're on the
I was
east
about to
on
get
the
in trouble
the
when
on
you-
the
Yeah,
East
yeah.
Coast.
Stop.
We gotta show love
On the
to
West Coast, you know what I'm
our
saying?
Traders Market or Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's,
yeah, I'd say Trader
Whole
Market,
Foods,
Farmers
whatever.
Market,
You know,
Whole
they
Foods,
actually
yeah.
have like their bakery sections where they like bake
Publix. Okay, yeah.
Publix for the East Coast.
Yeah, exactly. Like
West Coast
Florida
is
and shit.
Smith's, but and South is Kroger. But it's all the same company.
Okay, I
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
didn't even know like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all the same company.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't
I
know
found
they-
this out by traveling myself and like seeing it for myself. I was putting the dots together. I was like,
Boys,
wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna go be cultured real quick and
You,
just
you
go
can see
around.
the
Yeah.
infrastructure of the facilities, even when you're in different states, It's like, oh, this gives me Kroger vibes.
I wonder why they just didn't keep it like one name across the board. Why did they have to change it from
different partners?
Smith's on the West Coast, Publix on the East,
different partners.
Kroger in the South? Like, why'd they do that?
Different partners.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's the same conglomerate,
Yeah.
but different partners within.
It's the same umbrella. Yeah, same umbrella, but yeah, that's
I feel it's
interesting.
like Amazon, because Amazon's its own thing. But whenever you want to get your own fleet, like you're a part of Amazon, but you're called something else.
Yeah,
right.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
okay.
It's like owners of Chick-fil-A. It's the same thing. Like,
or you got corporate and franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's interesting on that.
Okay.
I learned that shit from when I was a cook at Chick-fil-A, because the owner, I got cool with the owner, like even cool with, like, we're friends on social media and shit, and he's a franchise owner,
Right.
but he's still with Chick-fil-A corporate or some shit like that.
No, but what I was saying,
he owns the franchise. He owns his own Chick-fil-A. But yeah,
before I lose my thought, what I was saying was, to be fair, grocery stores like HEB or Kroger, or Smith's or Publix, whatever, Whole Foods, they have bakery sections or deli sections where they actually cook or make or bake fresh chicken, like rotisserie chicken, or like they'll have like fresh chicken right there that they just made in their ovens in the back, and they like put it out, and they're affordable. They're pretty cheap. They're they make them like $6-7 for the whole chicken, for like a whole chicken. So people could go that route, buy that, go to the vegetable section, get like the package of mixed greens for like $2 or $3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you could eat healthy that way. And then all you have to do is get some, low fat, like dressing or sauce or whatever, ketchup, whatever you want to use.
Hidden knowledge.
Some people don't think
Yeah,
like
see,
you, though.
you know what I'm saying?
Because like, here's the thing.
They hear chicken, they're like, I just need the chicken.
Fried
See,
chicken,
you
and
know
like
what-
it's like,
you know
but the
what it
fried is what
is?
kills it.
You
Like,
know what it is as well, is that takes a lot of discipline to like eat just that.
That's true.
Like people
That's very
want
true.
all the extra shit.
Well, then that's why you got to spruce it up. You can add carbs in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get, but you can't just get plain white bread. You gotta,
That's critical
find.
thinking.
Yeah, but
Not everybody has critical thinking skills like that. Bro.
but a lot of people's critical thinking is taken away because of propaganda by society. Propaganda hypnotizes and brainwashes us to not think critically.
Yeah.
So that's why if propaganda and the powers that be gave a damn, they would propagate what I'm talking about, how to go grocery shop and pick this and pick that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I kind of sound like an enabler, though.
as you got the 40 in your damn hand. Like, oh yeah, I'm over here talking about health, wealth, and prosperity. You over here.
Shoot, I just heard that people drinking alcohol is really bad for you. Like, it's
that's what makes us work so well
Yeah.
as cousins, man. It's like fire and ice, good cop, bad cop. We got things.
And Beast is in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what makes us work so well.
That's crazy.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Man.
All right, look, I got another one. If you had to date a girl, which one would it be? A ghetto chick, you feel me? A crazy chick, or a clingy one? I remember seeing this online.
Wait, okay, so you said
Yeah, you have to
Hood rat?
repeat that.
Yeah,
Hold
a
on.
ghetto chick,
ghetto, hood
Yeah,
rat,
I
the
want
one that's crazy
crazy,
or clingy.
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 Ghetto, ratchet, all that.
I feel like I'm
craziness
choosing the
like
lesser
that.
of all
You
three.
said out
evils.
of the
The
three,
three,
which
the
one?
three. Yeah, which one you-
clingy.
Okay, I feel like I'd have to choose the lesser of all three of these evils here, and probably go with clingy too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You want a
because
clingy girl, the one that's always right there with you, right
Yes.
next to you.
If I
holding
had to
on you,
choose
going
between
everywhere
those
you
three?
go, like
if I had to choose between those three,
Crazy and ghetto, I can't.
yeah, I
I
can't.
mean,
My
I had to-
personality,
I
I'm
didn't put
like-
it into definition, but yeah, it can be any type of crazy, or any type of clingy. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna break up before I even go.
Oh, by the way, we have a comment
oh, what's
from
up
a
with that?
fan.
Supporter.
Yeah, a supporter. Shout out to Quincy Weststone. He said bitter is better, which I agree,
Bitter
100%.
is
About
better.
talking about our diet, the food and stuff. Going back to that real quick, just sidebar. But yeah, bitter is definitely. that
Yeah.
goes back to the protein bar
Yeah.
analogy and the Snicker bar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
protein bar, you know, is better for you, but
Yeah.
it doesn't
It
taste
doesn't taste as
right.
well.
And then to the bitter thing, anything that more bitter it is, the
Long
better it's going to
term,
be
yeah,
for your
for your
body,
body.
for your digigestive system and all that.
Right.
Yeah, he understands. He must be watching.
Dr.
his weight.
Sebi, shout out to Dr. Sebi and the whole
You heard that?
rest in
Doctor.
power.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Dr. Sebi, yes sir. But anyway, yeah. But if I had to choose between the three,
It'll be
I would
clean.
probably clingy.
But they
because
always there, like
because
you don't have to do
clingy.
anything. Like,
Excuse me.
anywhere you go, they're there. Anything you're
cool.
doing, they're there.
It's better than ghetto or crazy.
I mean, what's
Because
wrong?
like,
What's wrong with that?
okay,
though?
so crazy is gonna fuck me up.
I've dealt with crazy before.
It's gonna, yeah. I've dealt with crazy too, and it's fucked me up.
But it could
And
be a
then-
good
and-
crazy though.
And then ghetto brings another side of me that I don't like
Hold on.
because like ghetto
He
makes
just
me
threw a
like-
curveball at you. You
Yeah.
didn't even catch it.
What?
It could be a good crazy.
It could
though.
be a good crazy.
Ain't no such
Crazy
thing
in
as
love.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy in a positive way.
yeah.
Clingy's not good crazy. Clingy's like inseparable. Like
No,
I need
he's
you,
saying
I need you.
no. He's
But
saying
good crazy ain't no such thing as good and crazy.
so you can't be positively crazy
No,
Over
about somebody.
Yeah,
no.
Like how you're
that's
crazy.
why I'm like,
You want to see them succeed so bad that you're willing to help them and
Yes.
boost them and
that's
you know
just- that's-
make their merch for them and like
Yeah.
put them on Front Street
See,
and
he
like
gets
push
it.
them and
He
advertise
gets
them and you know
Yeah.
because you
Go
see
the
the
extra
potential in them
mile.
so hard
Yeah.
that you believe in this person 100% and you don't want to
Bro,
see them fail.
You bought that pound of weed. You gonna sell that pound of weed on me, bro? Like
Matter of fact,
matter
I'm gonna front you this money because I believe in you so
Yeah,
much,
that
and I'm
too.
crazy about your success and your potential.
Man, go do
Yeah.
something.
Quincy,
you
watch
need my
this.
keys, bro. Here, take my keys, bro. Go take my car, bro. Go. Do
Yeah,
what
I
want to
see
do,
what your
bro.
rebuttal. Go ahead.
Come on, now, go ahead,
That's ridiculous.
bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Why? Explain.
That's crazy.
Explain.
That's stupid. What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Explain.
All
Why?
that bullshit.
Why?
And you would fucking do all that. That's dumb. That's
Why?
not good. And nothing good from
Why
that.
is it not good?
Why
Explain.
the fuck would you be that fucking crazy to fucking be that delusional and irrational that you just, I'm not just do all this shit? Fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
Don't you want a supportive
Crazy,
woman?
Crazy.
Don't you want
is
a-
he do.
Crazy.
Don't you want a
I don't think he
supportive?
Crazy.
Don't you want?
Is crazy.
I don't think he do.
And all crazy comes with a price.
Don't
You
you?
got me fucked up.
A price
Don't-
is probably
No,
is
nope.
as a woman that's
Nope.
gonna be there for you, like a
Nope.
clingy person. Like, come on, it's the same.
Nope. Nope.
So you don't want a supportive
Crazy
woman?
is crazy.
You don't want a supportive woman?
Ain't no such thing as good or bad. Crazy is crazy.
Is there such thing as a
like
supportive
good and
woman?
bad? Can't like crazy is already bad. So you can't make a bad good.
Do you want a supportive woman?
Yes.
So why can't she crazily support you?
No,
Yeah.
because if she's crazily supporting me, that means I'm crazy.
Okay, but you're,
Because
but you're
she's
crazy for the
supporting
Chiefs.
crazy.
You're crazy for the Chiefs, though, right?
No,
But she could be crazy for the Chiefs with you.
now
You're
that,
crazy
Come on,
about
bro.
the
Make it
Chiefs,
make
right?
now
sense.
that,
Make it make sense.
now that.
Come on, bro.
So that's what we're
It's
trying to
not
say.
fair.
It's not
That
fair.
is not fair.
No, it
But
is fair.
she can't crazy be in love
Hell
with you.
nah, that's fair
Come on,
game.
bro. Come
That
on.
is fair
Come on.
motherfucking game.
on.
No,
That's fair game because
you
you,
can't do
you
that.
crazy how
for
you crazy.
drinking. She can be
can't
crazy with
do
drinking
That's a
with
fire
you.
analogy.
No, no,
Yeah.
no,
That's a
no,
fire
no.
analogy.
Come on, bro.
You see how
No.
crazy you are
Come
about the
on,
Chiefs?
bro.
Why can't she be crazy about your success and your potential and you becoming a better
No,
person?
no,
Yeah.
no, because that's different.
No.
It's
the same.
different.
How's it different?
Because she's just doing that for me.
You're just doing it for the Chiefs.
Cause she love you.
No,
crazy
she's doing
woman.
she's doing what I'm doing for the Chiefs for me.
Cause she loves
So what's
you.
But
wrong with
like
that?
the difference is
What is
that
wrong with that?
the difference is that if it's just me going towards something, but the Chiefs are beyond me. It's just my support because I'm a diehard fan and all that stuff. Like this is not just supporter and fan. Like this is me being a Chiefs fan. I'm a Chiefs like this is like look. That's why I always separate the two: supporter, fan, supporter, fan. I want her to be my number one supporter. But like when you're a fan, you are delusional. Yes,
Dang,
I was with
y'all heard
the
that?
Chiefs
Y'all
when
heard
they
that?
sucked.
Say that.
You heard
I
that?
was with the Chiefs
Hold
when
up.
we sucked.
Wait.
So the fact that we are great is luck.
Wait.
But it's looking my
I
favor.
don't condone anything you just said.
I don't condone it. We don't condone that.
Because
Y'all the
We
realists.
love you, fans.
Yeah,
we
y'all the
love
realists.
y'all. Y'all are not
No.
delusional.
no supporters.
Y'all are not.
They're not fans. That's why I say there are supporters. My point is this: supporters support. Supporters know when to abort.
Hold on.
That's where I'm. If that was a bar, I'm literally telling y'all
Please give
right
us
now.
please give us your ones and twos about this.
Because when a fan, only fans, fan is someone that is delusional. That is just like, oh, Cowboy
so she's
fans,
delusional to
Cowboy
be crazy
fans.
with you about being a supporter of the Chiefs.
No. Yes. No. Yes, in this way, she is delusional as far as following me is following the Chiefs, but she is a supporter as far as following what I follow.
How do you know she didn't already like
It's
the
a
Chiefs?
difference in that degree. No, nigga, that doesn't if that's coincidence is there.
Okay,
and now you're moving the goalposts.
I see what you're
then
saying.
That
Look,
even adds.
hold on. I
like
see what
that,
you're
I like
saying.
that.
There's a difference between a supporter and a fan. A
Thank
supporter is more of a deeply rooted fan where they're going to tangibly help boost your brand and boost who you are.
Mm-hmm.
A fan is just somebody who's there on some like Travis Hunter girlfriend type stuff. You know what I'm saying? If
That's a
that
good
makes sense.
analogy right there. That's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can
A
say it.
supporter is actually going to rock with you even on your downs,
Yeah.
on your lows.
That's that crazy.
Your supporter is going to still donate to your Cash
That's
App or
that's the way
donate
to
to your
look at it,
GoFundMe.
That's the way I
That's a
look at it,
supporter.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
I think that's
as well.
that's the difference. That's the connotative difference that you're trying to make.
Because like fans are like blind followers, but a supporter knows what they got amongst them, and they love them for who they are and what they're going to be, and what they're capable of becoming.
Well, I wouldn't say a fan is a blind follower. I would say
To
like
a degree,
you know
because like there's some fans that are fans of some fucked up.
they just
and-
bandwagon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So you're
what I
basically
mean,
saying
blind-
bandwagon.
Yeah. Because like
I think there's
most fans,
different-
like so yes, there's literally levels, and like supporter is like the most genuine, and then fan like the most bomb tier fan is like the person that sees them in the crowd and like do like some crazy shit. That's the most bomb tier fan. But like a real supporter is like no matter what, like they meet them in person, they just genuinely appreciate them and like act normal on some shit, but like just genuinely open up to how much they appreciate them and shit. That's the difference. But it to put it on broader terms of meeting that person that you appreciate or you idolize if you're a fan.
Okay.
It's support, it's appreciate. Idolize, fan.
We gonna get the chats, ones and
Yeah, I
twos
know.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We gonna
yeah.
get the ones and twos about it. It's no problem. So no crazy and the clingy.
Excuse
What
me.
about the ghetto though? Y'all against the
hell
ghetto?
No, that's the one that
Absolutely
brings
not.
the worst out of me, man.
Absolutely not.
Because like that's when I actually I don't like to do that when women like to go.
Them
Rah,
being
rah.
ratchet and all that shit.
I don't
telling
like to
you
go
gotta
rah
hit me
rah
type
with.
shit.
I don't like to go rah rah with a woman because like if I was to do that with a guy, I'm not gonna have to go there. So like there's a chance that we might squabble, So like that possibility there is like makes it more of a leeway. But like with a woman, I can't do that. So I just gotta like talk shit back, and then like look at me like going back and forth talking shit with a woman. Like,
But look,
like,
these
I
ghetto
don't
girls,
know,
man,
that
they know what they're doing. They know like they kind of get to the bag, and and stuff like that. They're not like the worst people you can say, but like you just wouldn't.
Here's my thing. Ratchet, dusty hood rats are expendables. Like they have salary caps. You know what I mean? They have glass ceilings. Like they don't, you know what I mean? Like they want to be there. You know what I'm saying? They want to be, they want
to be ghetto.
they're in cul-de-sacs.
They want to eat.
They're
hot
cul-de-sacs.
Cheetos.
They're in a cul-de-sac. You know what I'm saying? Like they just,
They're just
you know
there.
what I'm saying? Like they round and round and we go. There's no progress. You just content doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And I can't do anything even with the niggas, like dusty niggas, like no. You just going in a circle. You just not doing nothing. You don't have nothing going on. You just there, posted up, chilling. You content. And then on top of that, you don't want to improve yourself. There's no improvement. You content with the gutter. So it's like, I'm not trying to be in the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to be there. I mean, you know. The hood rat's the worst one. The hood shit, that's the worst.
Yeah, I think we agree with that.
That's the worst one out of the three.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Because like even like the crazy, like y'all propose that shit to me. I can see how good crazy is a proposal.
How you can extract you can extract some
even
sort of positive
exactly.
from it to a certain degree.
Because even though that crazy, I would think would go towards psychotic.
Yeah.
And like more like detrimental long term.
Yes.
I can see why temporarily
you
can advance on that hoe.
But even in a loss.
But like ghetto, there's no plus in ghetto.
Even in an L, even if you're taking an L from a crazy chick, you could still learn from that L.
Yep.
In that you know what I'm saying? So that's a positive.
Momentary gain.
Yeah. There's a positive you could take from the crazy.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? In victory or in loss, you can still extract a gem.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So. That was good. No, that was really good.
You got any more?
I'm good right now.
Okay.
Y'all stopped me on that one. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all got me on that. I thought y'all gonna really be like, you know what? Them ghetto chicks, man, they do something to me or something. But nah, y'all like, fuck that.
No, we made a quick decision. We said, what did we say? The clingy? Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See them ghetto chicks be getting beats.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, we forgot to ask. What do you?
I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all with the clingy.
Okay,
I'm with y'all with the clingy. I'm like, I know where she's at all times, nigga. I'm good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
At least that's one thing you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is where she
gonna be home ready to make me my food or whatever like that. If I'm doing something, bro. Hey, let's go.
Honestly, if I do settle down and all that stuff, when my time comes, clingy will probably be best for me.
Yeah. Don't need somebody.
I mean, considering your approach,
yeah, I know,
and your take, I think you do want the clingy.
Yeah,
because of what you
definitely don't want no ghetto or crazy. So it sounds like you want the clingy for real, for real.
Just in general, in his ideal female, I think he would low key want the woman to be clingy, so he has like, a grasp to a certain degree, not full control. I don't think he wants to stranglehold. You don't want to stranglehold.
I was waiting for those type of words. I was like, use it correctly.
Yeah. But I think that's what he kind of low key wants. He kind of low key
like, you did this. I was like, he's gonna.
People try to put that stigma on me. They try to put that stigma on me, but yes, you're right.
See,
Look,
I think that would fit you.
It's about leading.
I can see that.
So clingy is like,
it's not bad. It's not too bad. Let me say it's not too bad, but it's better than the other two.
Yeah.
Well, Quincy, do you have any other clips ready?
Yeah, let's get on these clips because we could talk about those things too.
You want to use?
You want to start with mine or yours? What are yours about? What are your clips about?
How many clips do you have?
Do the Daily Rap Crew one. It's the second one. It's the.
Because I know y'all both put some.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going to watch the second one. That's what I was going to say. We're going to watch the second one.
Hold up. I'm about to see right now.
I pop out my big.
Hey, look, yeah. Quincy is our Jamie to us being Joe Rogan. Hold on. I'm about to see what I'm going to send. For the pod. We could do the for the pod one. Yeah.
Let me get to this next topic, right? It says, are men jealous of women's sex lives? Because it seems like men always have something to say about, how many bodies
we can talk about that.
Is it a jealousy thing?
Let's talk on it. So I feel like, I don't think that men are jealous. I feel like jealous is not fitting in that category. I just feel like it's more so, it goes back to being controlling or being too worried, too intrigued by what we're doing with our body before you, and too involved in like, the body count. Like, I just feel like, honestly, that's childish, because men do whatever they want, whenever they want, and however they want. right, with their bodies. And I get the gender role play with that too. Like y'all feel like y'all could do whatever, and females are supposed to be strict, which females should be careful and pay attention to their body count. But for you to constantly be worried about what a female is doing with their body prior to you, or like be so involved in what a female does during sex and things like that, I just feel like it's weird. It's strange to me. I don't know. I just don't agree with men. Like, how many bodies you have? Like, what you was doing with him? Like, how was you doing it? Like, when did you do it? Like, it's not. We don't do that to men.
I
Like,
ain't
we don't
gonna front.
care,
I was
really.
an advocate for, you know what I mean. You shouldn't care because you'll never know what a woman has, how many bodies she got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regardless. But
And they
until
gonna
the study
lie.
came out that women that have over 6 bodies are less likely to have a successful marriage. You know what I mean? They're more likely to file for divorce. You know what I mean? If you have a lot of bodies. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be always comparing that person to, you know what I mean?
Person.
You know what I mean? To another person. So I do think it's a double standard, but the percentages don't lie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Men could do it and still have a happy marriage and commit to the woman that he loves. I mean, women gonna be always in the back of their mind like, damn, that nigga blew my back out that one time.
But you know why though? I feel like because females, I feel like females tend to get attached to men emotionally very fast, and they put
especially the one that blow their back out.
Yeah, that part. So their emotions are into it. Men are easy to like go and do this with that one, and there's no emotion. So it's like when you actually meet somebody that you love and you marry them, it's because you have reasons to. Like sometimes some females, when everybody they meet, they love, and if they marry them, they just so marry them, and then they go left, and that's what it is. But like with the emotions involved, like females are just more working with their emotions, and men are just,
Quincy,
working
can you
with
pause
their
real quick? I
penis
want to make a
until
quick
the
comment.
emotions come in. So it's just like, of
But
course.
you can see how that would kind of like.
This podcast, they remind me of us.
That's why I said.
That's hilarious.
They already say
They
that.
remind
Beast.
me of us. I just started thinking about that.
That's why I said.
They
I said that
remind
before you got
like
here.
they remind me of us, of like our setup.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
that's
And that's
because
like,
I remember they had Tariq on there too,
Mhm.
and then it's like they have females on there, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like how we kind of do with like how we project our type of
That's
perspective.
that's why I've started leaning towards using their clips
yeah.
for a lot of our reactions.
And they're in New York, right?
yeah,
Okay,
That was
exactly.
good.
you can continue. My bad. I just want to make that comment.
Oh no, I'm happy you know this too. We were talking about
lead
that right
to
before you got
maybe a
here.
demise of a relationship or marriage. Cause I look at it like this is the first time in human history that women have been, not the majority, but a lot of women have been much more sexually liberated. Like, you get what I'm saying? You look historically, yeah, you had the prostitutes and hoes, but they was, you know what I mean? Street life, they was in the underground. Like they wasn't really out there like that. You get what I'm saying?
Posting it on the gram.
Right. So now we have an influx of women at least in Western society, that are very much exploring their bodies. And this is the first time men have been in this situation where it was like, damn, like I used to be very wholesome. Your body was a temple and all this other, all this other stuff. Now it's like, well, your body's for everybody. So why am I special? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you gonna gave that body that I view as sacred. Now I could do a couple of Google searches and find your nudes. It's not really as sacred. It's not really as sacred anymore. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I think that's why men care, because men have always valued that, hey, you know what? This woman right here is mine, and nobody touched her for the most part, or been with her in an intimate way outside of me. So there's much more of a pride thing. Now men are feeling like, well, I'm just sharing you with the next guy. Like, we all have the same intimate experiences now, like with the same women. Like, you know what I mean?
And it just go back to like, what's your obsession with a woman's body? Because at the end of the day, women are so much more than just their body, their mind, how they think, what they bring to the table, things that they do. Like, I just feel like, what is the obsession with like just the
I don't think,
like if your body is touched, like, all right, you garbage next.
No,
like,
I don't think men care. I think, well, we do care about your body count, but it not per se on how much people, because a lot of guys don't want to know. But if it's out there enough so that we know, that just shows how much you cared about yourself.
Right.
So I think that's
true.
the big mix.
Yeah, like I could agree with that. Like, how much your body's out there, how much you
Yeah, because if the information is out there, it's
not
out
to
there.
mention the double standard when it comes to
That was a good
sex.
take.
Like,
I'm
men
not
gotta
even gonna
come in to sexual encounters knowing what they're
Shocker.
doing. So we gotta go out there and we gotta build up our sex game. You know what I mean?
Points,
So
like,
when we
like-
So when we come, we are that nigga that broke your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not thinking about somebody.
Okay.
That's only because women really appreciate men that have experience. Men,
Yeah.
whether or not you have experience.
Yeah.
We mad, you know what I'm saying? We might be
Right.
looking at you
Yeah,
when
the
that
one with
pussy
the
popping a
braids,
little bit too
Elon.
much. Like, yo, like, who taught you that?
I wanted to be the one to teach you that. Like, you can't just be doing that shit. Like, what the fuck?
You wasn't doing that shit last week. You out here doing a pussy soaker 3,000.
So I think just to go back to the topic, I think there are some men who are jealous of women's sex life because we understand that it's so readily easy for women just to be like go outside and be like, hey, who want to fuck? And
Yeah.
y'all get the whole neighborhood. Like,
Yes.
whereas guys we gotta work for that shit unless you just blatantly paying for it. Like, you get what I'm saying? We gotta
Right.
really put in time. Like, you could just literally go outside right now and be like, yo, who want to fuck? And 9 times out of 10 niggas is just gonna, So I think there
Why
is
not?
a bit
Yeah.
of jealousy there
Let's
that
go.
y'all is so accessible to y'all, like where we have to really work for that shit for the most part. Like, you know what
I
I mean?
hear the jealousy too, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of access with men. Like if you have money, you got more than enough access.
You talking about
you
somebody
know.
talking
You
about
gotta be a
money.
certain
But then,
type of man, though.
I get
Like,
what you're
That's what
saying.
he was just
Okay,
kind of
okay.
alluding to.
That's what I'm
a
saying. You
little
talking about a
It's
certain
50-50.
caliber of men.
Yeah.
You could be just any
Which is a
caliber of
small
woman.
percentage.
You
Word.
know what I'm
Pussy
saying?
could be
That's all.
stinking. Niggas
Wait.
still up in there.
Niggas on their nose.
you could be that woman that you was talking about
That's
earlier
crazy.
that ain't got nothing going on for herself, but she
Yeah.
go outside, raise her hand, and she gonna get niggas.
Yeah,
That's gonna
she-
fuck.
she could get the
That's right.
the Ben Simmons of the world. Like
That's
she
right.
ain't really doing nothing but
He said
outside of her
Ben
looks.
Simmons,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what-
Which is a flaw. Like that's a
Right.
flaw. Like you always talk about just
Mhm.
valuing a woman purely off of looks and not off of the other substances that she could provide in a long term
Right.
successful relationship. And a lot of men tend to do that. We see, damn, shorty look bad. We just assume that she might have the personality
Potential,
to match the the
Mhm.
looks, and normally it don't match the look. I'm be honest. With
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
So y'all think with y'all dick instead of y'all mind, pretty much. Is
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
what
I
y'all
mean,
saying.
yeah, that's historically
Every
how
time.
men.
That's
Shit,
what
I'm,
makes
I'm
it.
also
Most-
starting to
most
think.
men. Most
I'm
men.
also starting to think it is an excuse now because I don't believe it. Like what Chemo has mentioned, how like the women's stats that women cheat more than men now, and y'all like to say like you even just said that women needs to be more have an emotional bond before they cheat and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, women are
That's not
so
true.
much turning into men now, and they masculine and sexually liberate. We need to stop challenging them. Like I don't want to challenge a woman no more to prove you like. Oh, you can't be more manly than me.
Yeah.
You know what? You can't fuck more than me. They doing everything we
Yeah.
saying not to do. Literally the
Because they
Who said I can't
tired
get
of men.
emotions?
They tired of
Right now.
men.
Yeah.
we
Who said I can't
tired,
fucking not
okay,
care?
we
Bring that.
tired.
You know what I mean? They be fucking out here. Like I don't know.
Nah, but women are tired, and you can't blame them because it's just like
But y'all not winning in that
Women
way.
tired of what though?
Wait,
Women
but can
are
I just
tired.
ask
And
y'all
the
something?
cool
Because
thing
it was
about
something
him,
y'all said as far
he's
as
a
when it comes
husband
to
and father.
women and women treating sex like it's sacred. Why can't y'all men do the same thing though?
We could, but the thing is, women don't hold men accountable.
Do we?
And no, y'all don't. And this, I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all don't. If more women held men accountable for the amount of women that they slept with, then more men would value that. But since y'all don't care that a man has slept with the whole community, because y'all still gonna reward him and y'all gonna give him the pussy. Whereas a man, we not gonna reward a woman for the most part for having a lot of bodies. Again, it's two different levels of accountability. I'm not rewarding you for sleeping with a lot of men, while you are rewarding me. Matter of fact, you're attracted to me because you knew that I was fucking all these bitches and you wanted to be special.
No, that's not true.
That's not
And
true.
then it's
That's
like,
not true.
in
You know
what
that
ways
that's
do you
not
mean
true.
reward? And then on top of
Exactly.
that,
So
like
they-
we are
Yeah.
not coming
Yeah.
into this again. Like I said, when
Thinking about
women
who you're
speak to
fucking,
people,
we don't care
like
about
we don't
that.
care. Like
She's
when
spitting
women are
bullshit
speaking
right
to
now
you,
at
That's
this
the
we're speaking
issue.
to you because we like you. Like
just
no,
the-
but
just
we
the-
like you. We're interested in you.
It's
We
the
don't
contrary.
care about
If
your
I got
past
12 baby
or
mamas,
what
you
you
should not
did.
be rewarding me with your
12
body.
baby mamas is
12 baby
different.
mamas is different.
That's
When
different.
it's
And a lot of
kids,
women
when
still
it's a
sign
lot of
up.
kids,
You got
that's a
proof for
different
them.
situation.
You got proof for
But
the
you just
body.
proved this point though.
No.
Y'all don't care.
You don't.
No, but we
rewarded
care.
And men do
Reward,
care.
that's what I'm saying,
Okay,
like-
we care about the kids. I don't know
I'm
who
talking
don't
about,
care
I'm talking about
the
the
kids.
bodies. Y'all don't
I mean,
care.
but y'all don't
No.
be telling us. Y'all don't be really honest with that, and that don't usually be a conversation.
Women don't
Anytime
be
women-
honest about that neither.
But I don't feel like we need to worry about who you was with in the past because it's not going to change anything.
But
If I'm
that's the
interested in
point.
you,
That's
I'm going to
the
speak
point.
I
to
like you for you.
you.
I don't like you for
But
what you
if you're
did in the
speaking to
past.
me
I
and
like
I tell
for
you-
you.
Okay, so if a woman tell you, yeah, I had like 25, 30 bodies in the past, you going to be like, oh, nah, next? That's what y'all telling me?
It's a lot of,
I mean, there's a lot of people that won't though. That's what I'm saying. A lot of men don't value sex like like that. You feel me? So it's just like it's kind of, but y'all don't think that that's like contradicting in a sense? Like,
What?
yeah,
it is. But they're not gonna admit it.
How is that hypocritical? We're more upfront about it.
No, you're not.
No, y'all
What?
Why not?
What
Yo,
man you know?
I'm gonna tell you why it's not
7 bitches.
I'm gonna tell
in
you
my
why it's
past
not.
life, or I fucked 25 bitches.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not
Except
hypocritical.
me for me.
I'm gonna tell you
Who
why.
does that?
No,
No man
no
does
man.
that. No
I'ma
man
tell
is
you-
gonna be
I'ma
honest.
tell
Y'all
you
men
what-
lie about who y'all cheat on us with
Right.
all the time. Y'all act like y'all don't cheat and y'all cheat. So it's just like, what man is gonna really go up to you and be like, "Yo, I fucked this amount of bitches."
No, I'm not saying that. We're saying we're upfront about valuing women that's fucking other people.
Let me say. I'm gonna tell you why it's not hypocritical. Because like Eli said, you can go outside and raise your hand, and it's gonna be 50 people that's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay." If I go outside and raise my hand out, there's nobody coming to me. You feel me? So it's easy for y'all. If it's easy for y'all gotta. With more power comes more responsibility. You know what I mean? So if it's easy for y'all gotta
vet the men out.
Yeah, y'all gotta
Quote
treat it
Spider-Man.
as. I mean, the word's not
It
gonna
sounds
take it. I
good.
mean,
Okay,
but
so
you know what I'm
look-
saying, like.
How
sounds good.
How valuable of a pussy y'all think it is when
Yeah,
she's been on the market
That was
for
fire.
Yes. So yeah, what do y'all think of that clip? Because I know there's a lot to unravel, but this is what the gist of.
We got a comment. Shout out to Robert Harriman. I don't know who.
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
Rob.
Oh, okay. He said 12 baby mamas is crazy.
It
This
is.
nigga Rob
It
is
is,
stupid.
And the fact
Rob
that these
is stupid,
females,
bro.
look, and the
Bro,
fact that
this
these
nigga, I'm
females
about
are
to text
still,
this nigga right now. Dog. He's stupid as hell.
look, even though the nigga will have 12 baby mamas, the females will still line up to be the 13th.
No,
That's usually the case.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. That's
Come on,
usually
bro.
the case.
And they're trying to like
I
say,
agree.
"Oh no, we don't do that." But that's exactly what happens, though. Like females do value niggas who have more bodies compared to females who have a fuck ton of bodies. We're not gonna look at them as a high value.
It goes back to what he was trying to allude to before the
What
clip
the
ended.
fuck?
He said, "With great power comes
yeah,
great
great
responsibility."
That's
The
true.
Spider-Man quote.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Uncle
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
Peter.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Damn.
I agree.
This nigga
Y'all
Rob
agree with that
dropped-
shit, though?
Rob dropped a little gem. Yeah, do we agree with what?
What you call it? That what they were saying and everything like
Rob,
that.
what did
like,
Rob say?
No. I was just trolling about his whole point with the 12 baby mamas.
that
You
is
have it-
easier for
12
Yeah.
baby, yeah.
You
But
have any more clips?
yeah, I do have.
Because I
Which
got.
one do I want to use next?
I don't think mine are gonna be too long. I'm gonna have him cut it off at a certain point.
I get you because I got a classic, authentic, fresh and fit clip, but it's a new one. But it's what the reason why we fuck with these niggas as far as dating goes, like the dating aspect.
Mhm.
But we can use that first one. I think it's the first one that I have.
I don't really mess with them, but go ahead.
I know. Well, it's really.
I'd rather
mine.
rock with Kevin Samuels.
I know.
Rest in peace. Rest in power.
peace.
To the
Oh,
This
Godfather.
podcast proved it. Most women don't want to change for a guy. Yeah. Like, look, not to pick on you guys, but most women kind of think, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to behave. And then, like, there's going to be my knight in shining armor waiting for me at the finish line.
Compromise, huh?
You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. Like, when I'm ready, he'll be there.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, niggas, he ain't
This was
going to be
from
there.
Wednesday.
Well, it's like,
Hold on, he'll be there to smash.
Yeah.
And then that.
yeah.
Smash.
Like, but hey, man, it is what it is.
Fine.
So
And,
3 of the girls are only like,
For the,
only
like,
fans,
are you
sex
guys
workers.
okay with like being single for the rest of your life, not
3
having
of the
kids?
6 girls on the
You
panel.
3?
Oh, I got a kid.
Well, okay.
She already has a kid.
Let me say that.
More.
Not having a nuclear family. There we go.
Good.
Are you guys content with that potentially happening?
The girl next to her, she's 18. She has 64 bodies at 18. She's a porn star.
What's that gonna happen?
Well, she's a
I'm gonna
porn
be
star, I
single for the
mean.
rest of my life.
You know that's
Exactly.
gonna come
But
with.
she
when I'm
still
like,
expects
I'm
to
gonna
find
be
the man and like settle
All right, what
down
about you
and-
two?
I mean, she
Are
can
you
always
guys
change her
content with
life.
potentially
She
being
can
single
change
for the rest
her
of your
life around if she wants
I'm
to.
not gonna be
But
single
she's
for the
like
rest
she
of my life.
doesn't. She doesn't think that she's gonna have to lower.
Okay,
her
let me
standards
rephrase.
and-
Being single
Oh,
and
yeah,
not
she'll
being with a man that's your
Yeah.
first choice for the rest of
That
your
was
life.
it.
Either being single or being with a man that's not your first choice for the rest of your life. Are you guys okay with that? Consolidating on a way lower status guy, way less attractive guy
Yeah.
later on in life. Are you guys okay with that?
That's
You
not
three.
the only option.
I mean, it's your option.
She comes.
That's
She
what
came
you
from
say.
Iowa.
I mean,
She's
that's
like
what I know.
21, 22.
From what? Like, you know,
Which
She
one?
came.
it's
She
like
came.
From
She's on
experience. All right,
OnlyFans.
you know what?
experience.
She
exactly.
came with 3
girls.
bodies. She
Exactly,
already
no facts.
over 20.
Raise your hand If you're single,
let's hear what they say.
I didn't
even.
Yeah, so you think you guys are gonna beat the odds then?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like.
I think whatever happens, happens. Like, fuck.
God, man.
Got me.
What the
Amen.
fuck?
God.
So right now you guys are like at your peak, right? And obviously you guys want to continue doing the work that you do, which is fine, right? Like making money and everything else like that. So you're gonna age, and you're doing this work. As you continuously do this work, you lower your value and you get older. So what makes you think if you can't get a guy now, that you'll still be able to get your same top guy later, as you're older and your values went down as a woman?
I mean, I don't. It's not, like, I don't only do sex work. I have 3 businesses.
No, I understand that, but like, do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
like,
I feel where you're coming
so,
from.
So like, look, you guys are already starting here, right? Like already at a deficit because of what you do. Then you're gonna get older, and you're gonna continue to do what you do, which lowers your.
Yeah.
So, how are you gonna get a better guy later on? That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like, as you get older, right, and you continue to do this, it's one of 2 things. You're either gonna be single, right, or you're gonna get a guy, but he's not gonna be your top choice. Are you okay with that? Getting a guy that's like way below what you normally would want, or being single?
I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, I know.
What about you?
I wouldn't accept a guy that's lower than what I want.
Okay.
So.
But you do understand that you're gonna have
That's
those
called
2
delusion.
options. You're gonna either be single or have to consolidate on a guy that's not your top choice.
That's an opinion.
Oh shit. No?
Okay.
Those are fighting words.
No, that's fine. I mean, what makes you not agree with that then? If you think it's an opinion.
Thomas tipped $35. W Myron W Fresh. Much love from Ireland. Him 23. It's currently 6 a.m. here and I'm working on my PhD in engineering.
Let's go.
Good stuff.
Your podcast keeps me going while I'm on my road to success.
All right.
Money Mondays with Brandon over after hours all day.
All right, Money Mondays.
Hey man, shout out to you, bro.
Man.
Yeah, like again, I'm just asking questions. So what makes you think like that's not true then?
Well, I'm choosing to be single right now.
Okay.
But.
Stop the cap.
That's fine. Let's assume you are choosing to be single. Then when you decide, you know what, I want a guy. Let's say it's 2 years from now. What makes you think it's gonna be like easier?
Yeah, 20.
I'm not gonna look much different.
I mean,
true, but
much different.
Your job is gnawing away at your as a female. Like, well, from what men look at women at. Like, I'm not saying your human value, but like, you gotta understand that when men look at women, we look at you kind of guys as like cars. So like, the more you do what you're doing, the higher your mileage goes up, the lower value you have. So like, I understand you're gonna look the same and you're gonna be the same person, but men are gonna view you from a different light. So you're saying, oh, I want to be single now, which is fine, but you do understand by virtue of your job description, you hurt yourself when it comes to men. So how can you demand a higher status guy as your status goes down?
Gotcha, bitch.
And I'm not even trying to like. I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Well, the silence speaks for itself.
Exactly.
I think that not all guys have that perspective.
This is what he does.
Okay.
This is why they are who they are.
And when you say not all guys have that perspective, you mean as in what specific?
That the longer a female does sex work, her value goes down.
Okay.
Because you can still take care of yourself and maintain yourself.
Sure, but would it be fair to say that one of the top things that men look for in women is virtue?
He's giving her the benefit. That's why they got the split screen. The camera's work is impeccable.
Again, just because you do something doesn't mean you don't have virtue.
She trying to bail her out. Her friends.
I would argue
they're
it's
friends,
actually the
by
opposite.
the way.
Nah, actually though,
Like, if a virtuous woman is by definition not.
That's why
Would you date a man that does OnlyFans and is fucking every bitch in Miami?
Yes.
Yes.
That was a terrible question to ask. That was a stupid question.
Sorry.
What you should have said was, would you deal with that was having sex with other dudes?
Yeah,
would you?
Depends on the guy.
So you would date a guy, let's say that does porn, right? But only does porn.
Look at Fresh face.
but he loves you and is committed to you, but does gay porn.
I mean, if he checked all the boxes, then yeah, I think I would.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean,
Hold on, you like. What the fuck, man? Yo.
That's why
Y'all
Fresh
stop this
said-
bullshit, bro. At the end of the day, man, a nigga that might have that shit. You cool with that?
All right, let's go because she obfuscated the whole point. Look, she was trying to give a comparison and failed. Look,
it really didn't. My bad. I didn't think it through.
Because a man that has sex with a bunch of women is not the same as a woman that has sex with a bunch of dudes. But the point I'm trying to make is like,
I had to deal
men
with
look
that
for
shit
virtue in
throughout
women,
the post.
right? So like, by you having sex with a lot of men, you lose by definition. Like,
I know,
virtue
there's a
for
lot
women
of
is like
beliefs.
not being
You
promiscuous.
too.
Yeah.
And that's one of the top things that men look for since the beginning of time. Why do you think virgins have always been prided? I mean, matter of fact, I would argue a big reason why you probably do well in the porn industry is because you're 18, right? Because you're young.
Fresh. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What does that youth also show?
Checkmate.
That men are attracted to.
Innocence?
Boom.
Boom.
You said it for me.
Boom.
Where does that innocence derive from?
Well, they like the innocent look.
Yeah, of course.
And they like little shy act and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Girl next
Being
door.
inexperienced, shy, timid, what does that all signify? Virtue, doesn't it? Yeah, there's no signify, but it signifies virtue, which is what men look for in women. There's a reason why like men have always since the beginning of time have wanted a virgin bride.
Try to demonize it too.
So, like you could sit here and tell me, oh yeah, well not all men think that way, but your own profession proves me right because they brought you in at 18 because you are able to show a level of innocence. So that proves my point that men look for that. You're able to give that fantasy to a film, but in real life, they're going to want that with their bride or their serious girlfriend. Yeah. So you could say, oh, well, not all guys think that way, but they really do.
Yeah.
And I would argue, not only do all men think that way, the way they enact on it depends on their value. I'll give you an example. So the less options a man has, the more likely he's going to accept a woman that has less virtue. But if I gave him two options, hey, Tom, you're a fucking bum. You're a loser. But you have two options. This girl right here is chaste. This girl over here is doing a bunch of shit. If he had the option, same girl, he would go with the girl that has more chastity. Right? But most guys don't have that ability, so they got to take what they can get. So we all want a girl that has lower mileage, but we're kind of victim to whatever we stand is like how our value. So we can't dictate a girl be like, not a if we're a loser. If we're a loser, we got to take what we can get.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
The reality of all.
For you?
It's is mutual. There you go. My bad. Sorry.
I don't expect you guys to understand. Or just you guys might not give
it. Right. Yep. And reality of all.
Damn.
And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with accepting that reality. Why I check out the game personally, because I know my worth.
Yeah,
it
see,
ain't
like
that high, so I ain't gonna really engage.
For
in the
me, it's
bullshit.
like okay, yeah, we can checkmate them, but then now, like, let's get to some solutions. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm all about. Too.
And that's my
I'm
thing,
all
like
about that's why
about their show, like they
Exactly.
just in constant beat up mode. It's like okay, you can beat up on them and checkmate them and play chess on them.
Two
all
wrongs
you want.
don't make a right.
That's what I'm
At
saying, and that's why I don't really rock with them. Even on the dating tip, I'd rather listen to Kevin Samuels, to be honest, because Kevin Samuels at least he gives advice.
He's the reason why.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
reason why I came to them was because I was following him.
He's the real deal.
I really like. I only found them from watching him, and like, oh, he was on this podcast. Oh,
Kevin
and then,
Samuels?
oh shit, this is a dating podcast.
Yeah.
But man, like that's where that came from. It was originally Kevin Samuels.
Kevin
That's
Samuels.
where I originally started this shit.
Yeah.
That's where it originally came from, was Kevin Samuels. Because like I was hearing about Kevin Samuels back when I was working at Costco.
Yeah.
Like my early days in 2019, like I was hearing about Kevin Samuels then.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels, he'll beat up on women, but then he'll build them back up.
That's what it was about him. Because like it was about accountability.
That's true. No,
accountability with Kevin Samuels was accountability. And that's what drew me in. It's like we all have to be accountable for our actions. And as long as we are all in this world together, doing our part, then we all have equal accountability towards our actions. Like, it's not like one side is the only ones that have to be held accountable. Like, I was getting that in my life at a point that one side has to be held more accountable. But if it takes two sides for there to be anything of an issue, then that means the other side has to be held accountable as well. But like, I feel like the other side, like, if I want to be just straight honest, is like women were more absolved on their accountability than men. Even though we're in this equality society, like, it was like women were more absolved. And that's what drew me towards the whole fact where I am now, is that I was like, but at the same time, I'm like, there's just as many fucked up women as fucked up dudes. I literally see that shit. I'm not biased at all. So I agree. I see just as many, but like, they want us to lean towards fucked up dudes. That's what they want us to do. And that's where my whole passion and my whole thing was, like, I think it's equal. Like, if there's anything equal, there's equal amount of fucked up people. There's just as many fucked up women as fucked up dudes.
Hidden knowledge.
Exactly, hidden knowledge. Thank you. But it's like more fucked up women get away with more than the fucked up dudes. They're like, I want all fucked up people to be put in this group of fucked up, bad, evil, disgusting people together. But instead, it's more fucked up dudes that are, again, but like, it causes an imbalance. It's like, because like, then there's levels to be fucked up. So there's like evil, bad, just not good, and like, and all that. So like, there's a lot of not good people still being seen as good, even though they're not good, just because they're a woman. So like, I see that shit.
So would you want
and that
them
shit
to
infuriates me.
So would you want like somebody, like a guy who's living in a fucked up world, right? Would you want him to be with a female that's in a fucked up world as well, or should they be like the guy being in a fucked up world and the girl being like in a good world? It can be like get better, or they could be in a fucked up world. I get what you're trying to say, is that fucked up people should be with fucked up people. Yeah,
or should fucked up people be with the opposite?
Yeah, like type.
Like, as far as that question goes, is that if they're not with equal, like the closest equivalence of fucked up, then they don't deserve no happiness.
Okay.
That's what
I could see that, because I know back then I used to have that same type of mindset. I feel like I live in a fucked up world. Like, everything is not right. Everything is not always good.
Because that's what happens
like
when
that.
you're a good person.
Yeah,
but like, so here's the thing. All right, so I'm gonna get to now. Y'all get to go into my head.
Hold on, because I don't know if we'll get to my clips, but you can go ahead.
Okay. We're gonna get to at least one of your clips.
Throw your 2 cents in.
And I'm just gonna throw my last,
because I know you could get.
I'm gonna get into my last.
I feel like I could too.
You about to go on a rant.
Exactly. I'm happy you did that. Thank you for that.
Now just make it time awareness. But go ahead.
Exactly. Thank you for that. I was not looking at the time at all. Okay, so I think most people are not good or not bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few good people. There's a few bad people. Most people are just people. They're not like good or bad. Like, it depends. There's just more selfish, individualistic thinking people. Whereas, like, depending on the moment, they'll do some otherwise not good shit just to advance. But like, then there's other moments that they'll sacrifice because like the inner good in them would not give into that. But there's a group of people that would sacrifice their own selfish satisfaction towards good, just a good moral compass.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a group of people that don't give a fuck at all, and opportunities there, even if they don't have to, like, the opportunities there, they will fucking nail that motherfucker in the coffin for their shit.
I know
so,
we have a few.
That's what I was gonna say.
I know we have like a few minutes. I just want to add this in. That reminds me of like the Squid Games.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that reminds me of. Some people going for good reasons, some people have their bad reasons and everything like that, and they will double cross you real quick just so they can get that.
That's
money.
the best way. That's the best analogy to put it, because that's the concept of Squid Games.
Yeah.
Yes, there's those few people on Squid Games that are actually good.
Yeah.
And then there's those few that are actually bad.
Actually fucked
But
up,
most
man.
people are just getting in where they can fit in.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it.
I just want to add that.
That was a great comparison.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, your clips.
Yeah, if you could play the first one, the Vlad TV one with Brother Polite.
That's what they say, right? You turn on these women and you're going to have hell. It's not a man's world.
Well, you know, when you talk about even the Jesus thing, you know, when in American society, Western society as a whole, we see a depiction of Jesus as a white man, as someone who's been to Jerusalem, who's been to Egypt.
And Ethiopia and South Africa.
There are no white people in that region.
Yeah.
You know, just based on the climate alone, it's not designed for fair skin and straight hair and so forth. So there's no way that Jesus could have been a white man. It's just not possible because there are just no white people in that area. But yet, when you look at the popular depiction of Jesus, it's a white guy. Long, straight hair, even though it says hair of wool in the Bible and so forth.
And you're going to have black people say it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what race he is. But everybody else is going to have a deity made in and after their image and likeness, except for us.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is, after we adopt the new color, is the narrative accurate? And do we even care to peruse through the narrative? You feel me? Like if I go to Matthew chapter 1, verse 23, and I see the word virgin there, and they talking about Emmanuel and Jesus being born, and then I see the word virgin there, and then I go into a Greek concordance and I look up the word virgin, and then I see in the Greek that the word that they're using for virgin just means an unmarried woman. Then the Virgin Mary isn't necessarily represents a immaculate conception.
Yeah.
It means a woman
who's not
who was
married.
not married, who had this child. But you know, I will get cursed at and I'll be disrespected. But I will also say, it's not me. In any one of the Bibles you choose to read, if you get one that has a corresponding concordance, you can look up the concordance number and you can see what the words actually translate to be. And thus, no matter what, if they say, not in my Bible, that's okay. But in everyone's concordance, it's going to have the same definitions. So it doesn't matter if your Bible or my Bible is different. Let's look up the concordance number from which these English words derive so we can come to our own definitive conclusion as to what this means and represents. And then when we look up the word, the virgin just simply means the unmarried woman. What are we going to do with that? Are we going to accept it now? That there was no immaculate conception as far as that doctrine is concerned? And then we got to ask, so then where did we get the idea from in the first place? African archetypes of conception. Now we're going to have to go back to Egypt. Now we're going to have to go back to even some of the Sumerian doctrine. We have to go back because this is where these people's information was grafted out of. And then they haven't been given credit for what they gave the world. You feel what I'm saying? And the people that took it didn't stay long enough to understand it. So we wind up giving birth to a bunch of misconceptions and they being perpetuated through different religious sects and denominations. So the concept is all about intuitive intelligence and objective intelligence. And this was expounded upon through R.S. Swallowed the Lupus.
This is the part I was trying to get at.
Or symbol or symbolic.
Mainly.
And R.S. Swallowed the Lupus breaks down one of the papyrus of Annie.
Objective and intuitive
he shows
intelligence.
You the Achaean lions, one on the left and one on the right, and it says, belongs to me is yesterday. Yes, to me belongs yesterday, and tomorrow I know. And that's the doctrine of simultaneity or simultaneity. And it looks like simultaneous. And what you see is they're breaking down the principle of the moment. And in order to establish the moment, the paradox is not to deal with it immediately, but to deal with the aspect of yesterday and tomorrow. How would you know tomorrow? Through the reflection from yesterday. So when we understand that, we only doing this to arrive at how do we assimilate or process that which we can't see or know, but still bear witness to it that is real. Well, in our ancient African mystery systems, we were able to address this already. Like for instance, the way they depicted was mistranslated as God, which we identified as Necha, which were principles of the same consciousness. So all of this is one consciousness. Whether you see in birds, bees, fish, or what have you, it's all one consciousness. And each entity is endowed with a specific faculty that we can observe so we can rationalize that compartment of consciousness from which we all derive. So we look at the flag. The flag was used to represent nature or that supreme being aspect, which people mistranslate as God. Well, why the flag? Well, when the wind blows and it hits the flag, guess what happens? It moves. And thus we realize that which we can't see is having an impact on the physical world. When the flag moves, we know something we can't see is having an impact on the physical world. So that's how we described nature. That which has an impact on the physical world that may not be seen, but is felt. So now we look at the circle as a form of objective intelligence, right? Or intuitive intelligence. We can't really know for sure that the circle exists if we were to use it based on arithmetic. Why? Because it's composed of an irrational number. 3.14159 run on pi. So we have to use the symbol pi to denote what? It's synthesis. The purpose of a symbol is to establish synthesis. Synthesis is a collection of ideas that helps us understand the system at work and or the theory that it is beholden to. So we look at the square and we can evaluate the square, but we look at the circle and we have to feel a way about it. And what I mean by that is, it is irrational numbers that determines the area of the circle, but that's intuitive intelligence. But objectively, we can take the apex of a triangle and draw a circle around the points of the three apex or vertices of the triangle, and then we'll get a circle. Or we can go from the center point of the circle, draw out the radius, half the diameter, and draw a circle around it. Then we could say, you know what, that also equals a circle. Then we could also understand a line is 180 degrees, and we draw an arc, that'd be 360. And then we could reciprocate the same, and that will, draw an arc, that'd be 180, and we could reciprocate the same, and that'd be 360. But if we were to try to use arithmetic, we would have the coefficient represented by pi, and we would have to say it's an irrational number that we cannot complete. It's not a whole integer. An irrational number is the best we can do to create a circle, which means the circle's in speculation unless we use objective intelligence. And all we realize is this is the working model for the spirit realm. The circle represents spirituality, and we can bear witness to the circle as reflective of that which is transpiring spiritually because of its counterpart, the square. Why are they counterparts? They're fraternal twins. Circle is equal to 360 degrees and the square is equal to 360 degrees. Yet they don't look alike. So one must exist on one plane where the rules are different. And the other one exists on another plane where the rules are different. Objective and intuitive intelligence.
Bro, he's going in.
So they put everything based on.
Okay, you can stop it there. You can stop it right there. Hold on.
I've been signed the whole time.
Send me that, bro. I need that.
I've been signed the whole time for a reason. Whenever,
but that video is supposed to connect to another clip that it's with Godfrey and Willie D, where Godfrey. Oh, can you play it real quick? Just play it because I want to see if he gets to that second clip. So Godfrey can basically tells us that black people are spiritual beings, like we're circular people. Play
this.
Clip.
We're not connected to Africa. They purposely. The one thing that. Okay.
Godfrey, the comedian.
J. Edgar Hoover said this, who's part black too, by the way. They're finding out he's part black. J. Edgar Hoover said that the biggest threat to American security is Negro progress. Black people getting together. We have to stop any Messiah. That's why that movie was called The Messiah. We have to stop any Messiah from leading anybody. That's why they took down leaders all the time. We can't get black people to come together. Africa. Do you know in Africa, you can't even travel to another neighboring country without a passport? You can't. In Europe, you can go anywhere you want to. And Europeans get to travel all around Africa without passports. But Africans, South African can't go to an East African country, can't go to a neighboring country. If I want to go to Zimbabwe, I need you got to have all these passports.
Whose fault is that?
Well, it's our fault for letting them in.
Boom.
It's our fault for letting them in and being nice because, listen, black people, whether they're Caribbean, African-American, Afro-Cuban, we're just giving people. We're a circular people, man. We're circular. You know what a circle is? A circle invites everybody in. You know, you can make this, anybody can join a circle. Remember when you have big circles?
Right there real quick?
It can be never ending.
So you know how Brother Polite was talking about the circle and the square.
Yeah.
How one of them exists on one plane objectively, and the other one represents spirituality, which is a circle.
Yeah.
Exists on that plane. This was a recent interview. This was the Polite thing was like 8 years ago. This is like last week or like a couple weeks ago. He's basically saying black people are circular people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why we are more spiritually connected, whether it be to the universe, to God, to whatever you want to call that most high being. That's why we worship harder than every other race. That's why we nobody does praise and worship like black folks. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we
you
say that too. You know how we is at church.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Damn. So you see how he's saying we're a circular people. We're so giving. We're so, you can continue it. I just wanted to make that point just to connect it for y'all if y'all didn't connect it already.
Because everybody can fit in a circle. Europeans are linear.
See, Europeans are linear.
They're linear. They believe in lines. Like, you have yours, I have mine. I face your back, I face your. You know what I mean? But when you're in a circle, you see everybody's face. Everybody's included. That's what Africans do. That's what Native Americans do. We're circular people, man. You know what I mean? We dance in circles. We're circular. That's why we're forgiving. Look at how forgiving. I want to go with African American. Look how forgiving African Americans are. As much hell as African Americans are, the way they're treated, we should be going around ripping people's fucking heads off, but we don't. We go, you know what? We judge people by if they cool with us. Oh no, he cool, man. He's a cool white dude. He's a cool Asian dude. He's a cool. And at the same time, they're fucking calling us niggas. We ain't shit. But we always are judging people by their characters, even other black people. We go, I don't like that motherfucker. That's because of our nature.
I was about to say, is that because of some natural humanitarian thing that's in us, or is it because of fear or some type of cowardness?
It's not. I don't think we're cowardly. I just think we hope that. I think we hope that. I think we always believe there's hope in someone.
Well, why don't we have that same amount of hope for each other?
For each other. That's a good one.
How come we're not as forgiving when it comes to each other?
Each other, because they trained us to be that way. Slave mentality back in the day. They, house niggas, field niggas, colorism, embarrassing, fucking black men in the ass in front of their families, emasculating black men in front of their families. Letting other slaves letting a black man watch the other slaves. You remember they would let a black dude be on watch, the overseer. He's like, you niggas better, don't you, little, fiddler type shit. Yeah. So pitting us against each other, doing that for hundreds of years. It was brilliant.
My point was the circle.
So that's why.
The circular aspect. Yeah. Brother Polite was breaking down how the circle and the square exist on two different planes. One represents spirituality, the other one represents objective, which is like the surface, the frivolous, the BS. You know what I mean? It's not BS. Objective intelligence is not BS per se, but it has it's a very limited way of thinking.
Linear.
It's very linear, like Godfrey was breaking down, and Godfrey, not even thinking about Brother Blight, talking about we're circular people. That's where black people. That's where we're at.
Yeah, because like whenever Brother Light started bringing up the whole orbital aspect, the whole circumference, everything with the 360 and everything else, and like the roundabout way of things, and like how as you could break it at 180, you could go 90,
the triangle,
exactly,
do the line art,
and like the way he started doing that, I was like, he's going full professor mode on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Surgical.
I was like, bro.
Look, and I don't condone his allegation or what he's been through and all the extra charges and all the stuff he's dealing with on that end. But you cannot deny the man's intelligence, bro. You can't deny it. Like, bro, it's crucial. He was spitting. I'm telling you.
That's one thing about me is that I don't always agree with anyone 100% at all. But whenever you're making sense, you're making sense.
Man, I'm telling you.
That's always how I am. So that's why I do play clips that Cuzzo doesn't always agree with the person, but tell me he wasn't spitting.
I mean, yeah, he was spitting, yeah.
It's just like, it is what it is. You don't always have to agree with all his takes. Yes, I don't agree with a lot of the bullshit that he be saying about a lot of other shit, more towards the race shit and other shit like that. I don't agree with. But when it comes to the dating aspect and the probability, possibility, and everything else, and even like the rest of the team, like, yes, that's what we watch the show for. That's what we engage, because the show is like, it's a humbling thing. It's just reality. Like, some motherfuckers gotta be brought back to reality.
Right.
Like, and there's no judgment on.
I would just rather watch Kevin Samuels do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be watching old ass clips.
True, but it's still relevant though. It's timeless. It's timeless though. It still applies, doesn't that? Kevin Samuels is the Godfather, bro. He's the Godfather.
Well, you already.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't argue with that.
You know what I'm saying?
No one's disagreeing there. But okay. All right, guys.
All right, yeah, we got to close out, But I just wanted, I'm glad y'all made that connection with brother, because he was getting real professor, like you said,
really
and surgical with it. But then Godfrey kind of simplified it and brought it home to my point with the circular.
Facts.
Black people being circular people, because that's what we are. You know what I mean? Globally, whether it be FBAs or Africans, like, we're just circular, bro. So
that circular shit was the real congruent.
Yeah,
it was.
Piece.
Yeah.
The one that really aligned the two. It was like,
right.
Damn.
All right. Well, you can go close it out.
Yeah, you already know what it is. It's your boy H2O, the Cameroon Gun, Horton Here's the Who, Choice D, all the above. Already at you. Episode 54. Bang. Go ahead, cuz.
It's your boy Juniani. Hit me up on all social platforms. Hit me up for merch. DM me for that if you want it. Hidden Knowledge Podcast, that's what it is. You want
to? All right, y'all. It's your boy Beast2Saucey. I'd like to say, can y'all follow my Twitch on Beast2Saucey Gaming?
Follow his Twitch.
Yeah, we didn't put that shit in the bio.
Follow his Twitch.
Beast2Saucey Gaming, bro. Trust me, I'll be streaming like almost every day. So just, try to catch one if you can. Drop a follow. Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Hidden Knowledge Podcast. And we out. Peace.